Okay, in the last video I mentioned we talked about decimals, but you know what? Fractions are enough for us today. In that last example, you saw ordering fractions that have the same denominator, and that's actually pretty simple. You don't have to do any changing. You can simply just rename the number line so that you have a common denominator, 10 out of 10 as a whole, and then just place them. But what if you have different denominators? This one's going to be one that's actually fairly simple to do some conversions on, so that we can put them on the same, compare them equal on the same number line. It'll be very simple. We don't have to make a number line out of 6 and a number line out of 4 and a number line out of 3 and then line them up or something. We can fit them all in the same number line by renaming the fractions. So what would we rename them as? As thirds? No, that's not really going to work for 7/12. I can't reduce that down into thirds. It'd give me a decimal in my numerator. I can't turn this into thirds either. So, but could we turn all of these other ones into twelfths? Could I turn 6 into twelfths? Yeah. Could I turn fourths into twelfths? Yeah. Could I turn thirds into twelfths? Sure. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to rename them. Let's do that down here. 7/12 is equal to, hey, easy, 7/12. Let's rename them all as twelfths. 5/6 is equal to how many twelfths? Multiplied by 2. So you have to do that up here as well. And you get, oops, 10/12. And then we've got 3/4 is equal to how many twelfths? Multiplied by 3. Multiplied by 3. It's hard to fit in here. 9/12. And then the last one, 2/3. Excuse me, is equal to how many twelfths? Multiplied by 4, multiplied by 4, 8/12. So here now we have them all as twelfths. We can compare them very easily. We have 7/12, 10/12, 9/12, 8/12. Easy to figure out the order. What isn't easy is our number line is not yet set up for doing that. We need to look at this from 0 to 1, 1 whole in terms of twelfths. How many twelfths is 1 whole? It's 12 out of 12. 12 twelfths is 1 whole. 0 twelfths is a very simple fraction, 0 out of 12. 0 twelfths. And how many twelfths is halfway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 twelfths. Most of you are able to do that without counting. Yeah, 6 twelfths. So now, come on, there we go. I can place these, very simple. I'm going to draw it on the top so we don't get confused. 7 twelfths. Easy. Okay, it's just one more than 6 twelfths. Then 10 twelfths, which is really 5/6. So I'm going to go to 10 twelfths. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 twelfths. I'm not going to write 10 twelfths. I'm going to write 5/6 because that's what I was asked to order. But this is really equal to 10 twelfths. Okay, 3/4 is 9 twelfths. So I'm going to go to 9 twelfths. Here's 7 twelfths, 8 twelfths, 9 twelfths. And that is 3/4, which I'll write up on top. 2/3 is 8 twelfths. That fits in right here between 9 twelfths and 7 twelfths, which is one we didn't have to convert. So 8 twelfths, what is that reduced? It's 2/3. So there we have our order. From least to greatest, 7 twelfths, 2/3, 3/4, and 5/6. And that's how you can order fractions with different denominators. So I'm going to give you a couple on the quiz to do. Some will have common denominator, all right, and some will have different denominators. Well, you have to convert them to have a like denominator so you can compare them. All right, so again, what we did up here is simply renamed our number line in terms of the denominator. So for eighths, we turned this into eighths, the eighths number line, and this one we renamed the number line in terms of tenths, and then we just placed the numbers. That was simple. The second one, we didn't have a common denominator, the same denominator, so we changed them all into equivalent fractions that had the same denominator, twelfths. And then we renamed our number line and simply placed them. That's what you're going to do. Good luck.